Hey, what's going on? So, I haven't posted in a little bit. Don't really have any too many updates. Still working on the Moebius Ramp truck. Still working on the Sonoma pickup truck GMC, and still working on the '66 Fairlane. I've got a little work done on each of them right now, but the main thing is painting. We've got a lot of rain here. We've got a lot of high humidity. And as a matter of fact, it's raining right now. So I actually snuck in some painting on a couple pieces just about a couple hours ago, and now it's raining, so that's pretty much killed the day. Not that I have a lot of painting left to do. Now it's more of an assembly thing, but the Sonoma, it has a transmission mount that really is weird. It goes over the frame on one side, under the frame on the other. I broke it twice because the transmission that comes off the engine doesn't actually touch it. It falls short of the mount. So in trying to get that worked out, because you have to glue the engine in, which only has the front two motor mounts to hold it in, and then you've got to wait till that dries or get that situated, and then later on you've got to glue on the transfer case. So I tried it different ways. I tried putting the transfer case on, but the engine, and then put the engine in, but you can't get the transfer case through the hole between the transmission mount, where you need the support to hold the engine while it's glued. The glue is drying, and you can't get it through that opening. So I popped that back off, and now I've glued the engine back in, but I put a support under the transmission to hold the transmission even, and then hopefully that'll dry well, and then I'll be able to get the transfer case mounted and see where it goes from there. Once I can get that on, and probably the front drive shaft, which mounts to the front suspension, I think everything will hold its place after that. But wow, what's a crazy engineering. They just missed the boat. All they had to do was come out, and I thought about this, but if they just came out literally like an eighth of an inch, just put a lip on that transmission mount to hold the back of the transmission, it never would have been a problem. And sure, I could glue a piece of plastic on there and do that, but in trying to work all these problems out, I broke it twice. So then I have to glue it, and I have to wait for that to dry, and I have to repaint it all because it's flat black, the same color as the bottom of the chassis, and just, oh man. So it's been one thing after another. I'm not going to give up. I can put it together. I can do it one way or another. But it just, that little piece of misengineering there really just made it more complicated than it needed to be. So I may show you that here in a moment. We're going to swing around, take a look at the bench. The Fairlane, I painted the first body black, gloss black. I think I showed that last time. I got some dirt in it. I sanded it down a little bit. I got all that nonsense out of it and repainted it. And I still got some in it. So I'm going to probably this month, I may order some 1K clear and give that a try. If that works the way I want it to work out of a can, I may sand the car down again and then hit it with the clear coat, and it should be fine. As long as the clear coat doesn't suck up any dust. But at least it won't be as noticeable, hopefully. I don't know. It's crazy. In that regard, my original plan was to paint the Fairlane body red. But for some reason I wanted to paint it black later on. And so I'm going back to my original plan to paint it red I've already painted it to be a TS49 red, which is a color I've used many times on a lot of models. I just like the color. It's for the most part trouble-free, and already has a glossy finish on it, so most of the time I would never even clear it because it's shiny out of the can. It's a gloss paint. So that was my initial plan, so I painted that. I have a couple extra Fairlane bodies because I build a lot of them. I have extra kits, but sometimes on eBay you can buy just the body. Somebody will be selling just the body and maybe a couple extra parts that you don't really need. But it's nice to have the body just in case, you know, painting doesn't go your way, you got an extra body handy. I'm going to build it anyway. So I've ordered that and the hood and little things like that now and then. I just get extras. I don't know if anybody else does that, but that's pretty handy. I don't know how people make a living at doing that because the parts are so small and the orders are reasonable, you know, it could be anywhere from like $6 to $10 and you can get the exact part that you need to build a model, and I like to keep extra parts sometimes. So one thing I like to get is I have 3 or 4 like Ford 302 V8s with the EFI 5.0 intake manifold on them. You could buy a whole kit to get those very easily, but there's a big difference between ordering a $30 kit and then paying $10 to get just the engine, which usually comes with everything: the intake, the exhaust, you know, the whole engine, everything that you need to put that engine in another car. And I actually, one of those will probably end up, well, it might end up in the black Fairlane if I can get it fixed, because I've been wanting to put a 5.0 in a long time. So. But we'll see how that goes. See, I painted the parts, I got that. I'm still standing on the Moebius Ramp bed. It's getting smoothed out. I may have to show you that, so when you spin it around, you'll see. It's still got a little bit that goes. You know how it is. You got to put primer on it, sand it, primer it, sand it. Just keep going until you get it to where you want it to be. And I want to try to get it as smooth as possible. I'm still going to take a scriber and open up around where the toolboxes are. Just redo those lines because they'll be filled with filler. I mean, not filler, I'm sorry. They'll be filled with primer because I haven't needed any filler so far. I just used some super glue here and there and then sanded that, and that's fine. I haven't used any actual putty or filler. And I may not need any, I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. But I think once the whole body is done, the whole ramp body, and it's all smoothed out, it should be pretty cool. At least to me, it's what I want, so we'll see how that goes. And then it's just a matter of putting the truck. I've built several Moebius pickup trucks already, so the rest of it's going to be easy. I've already built the frame for it, and I put the engine in it, so that's all ready to go. I just got to do the one thing that I hate the most, which is body work. I'm not a fan of sanding and primering and just body work in general, but it has to be done. But you won't see me building any custom models with custom parts. Like, it's not going to happen. I don't like that. I used to do those in the 1980s. I was into a kick of building cars like that. Man, after a while, it's like, I'm not having any fun doing this. I don't like the sand, and I don't like the primer and putty and all that, so I quit doing it. And sometimes you still have to do it. So I'm going to end it here, and I'll add a few minutes on the bench, and that's just basically the update. I wish I had more. As soon as I finish some of these projects, I'm going to make this video, and then there'll be another video following it. I need to make an update video for the Jeep group build. I have finished my Jeep, and a couple other people in the group build have finished theirs, but some are still working on them, and they have plenty of time. You don't have to have it done until December 31st. You still got 3 months, October, November, December. Plenty of time to build a Jeep model. I mean, most of them are not that difficult, so they're pretty easy. But I'm going to make another video on that, update everybody on that, so that is coming. So that's it from here. Let's turn it around. Ah, here we go. Through the magic of video. Ta-da! Here's the red Fairlane body. So that's pretty much ready to go. Let me do this and turn this. Yeah, it's neat when the recording just stops for no reason. Okay, splice it together anyway, right? I'll try to show you this. I'll have to lift this up. But here is the S10 Sonoma, and right here is where the transmission is. But you can see the cross member, it doesn't actually sit on that cross member. It's actually sitting on this piece of sprue that I have underneath there. And that's supporting the back of it so that when I go to put the transfer case on, it should be in the right position. The only mount really is the two engine mounts in the front. It's the only thing that glue is holding on there. And believe me, it's not much of a mount. See, I've already scratched the valve cover here. I've had fits with this whole thing, but I will get it figured out and get it going. So, but I'm letting that dry. I did that just today. This is the engine for the Fairlane. The bottom part of it is what comes with the 427 Fairlane. The top part of it is the Revell 427 parts pack, which has the supercharger blower. So I was able to get that on there. They don't fit exactly. You got to make some modifications, some mild modifications, but it looks okay. I was gonna put a distributor on this, but now I'm not sure. But I think I have room to get one in there as far as wiring it up, but I'm gonna have to see how it goes. It's not a deal breaker, but this will be sitting, of course, in the car. So we're gonna have a red car, and this, like I say, it comes with a 427, so I don't see any reason why it wouldn't fit. So that'll be in there. I'll take the stock hood, which will be red. I will cut a hole in it. Once I get the blower in the correct position on the chassis and I know where everything's going to go, and I'll temporarily put it in there. I'll do the measurements on the hood and cut a hole in it, and then we'll be ready to go there. Then I'll put then I'll paint the hood, and that's where that's at. The S10. The S10 body is painted. Again, it's the same red as the Fairlane. But actually, it was molded in the red. It was so close to this color. I mean, it's hard to even tell that it got paint on it because it's the same color. But it's ready to go. So we just got to get some problems figured out. So that's it. That's my update. It's not much. I would just like to get one of these projects done, right? And then I may start something else. I want to start something else so bad because it's just between the weather and the rain and not being able to paint and go forward on any of these models, it's just driving me crazy. Because almost all these have been on my bench for a month or two, which is a long time for me. But I've also been busy at work, so I'm not home all the time. So it's a combination of different things. But that's it. That's my update. I'm going to let you go. We're running long. And I know it's boring. It's not exciting stuff for yet until I get it further down the road. But we will see. I do have some cool, I'll put this up here. I do have these cool wheels though. See, we're going to have some cool wheels on there. Let's put it back there. Yeah, see? I think those are the wheels I'm going with. I don't know what they're from. They're probably from some other Revell kit. They look like Revell rims, but those will be going on it. So that's part of my vision. All right, that's enough. We'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.